morning, everyone. Well, at least for me. This is my second day with officially using the version 12.3, I believe is what this one was. Oh, weird. I don't know what that was. It said something detected, but then stopped. Anyways, let me see what that error was. That was really weird. Nope. But this is just gonna be a quick, well, it's about a 15-minute drive to work. I want to see how it's doing. So far, I don't know. It's been pretty cool. I love the changes. I love the way it moves, the way it goes from stop. Like, everything seems very smooth, and it's very, very nice. Like, compared to version 11, this is like a completely different. It feels very different. And I hope this stays like this. They'll probably have to pull back on some things, but to me, I feel like they should just leave it. I'm in assertive setting, by the way, so I don't know if that's what's making it seem so assertive, but it's very nice. I'll have to try a test later with the two other levels to see if assertive is really making it that assertive, but it's very, very consistent in its actions right now, which is weird for a neuron to say for a neuronet, but that's a good thing. I'm glad it's consistent. But yeah, it just seems weirdly better in a way. I guess I've been used to version 11 just not being great, that this is a shock. Trying to make sure my route is correct. Yeah, everything seems good. But yeah, very, very interesting. This is probably one of the best updates we've gotten so far. Oh, and one really, really good thing, my wife actually noticed this yesterday, was that when it's coming to a stop at a traffic light, you don't get that whole speed into it anymore. Version 11 got way better at handling it compared to version 10. I think version 10 was when we kind of saw that being controlled. But you still had the speed into it. With version 12, you just don't get that anymore. It's like it's acting like a proper human reaction towards it. So it's slowing from pretty far away into it. I'm gonna push through this yellow light, just because I think the car in front of us just made it a little skittish. So that's technically an intervention from me. I was trying to make sure it was a no intervention thing, but someone was behind me and with version 11, it's always incredibly slow at merging, and it's really annoying. So I hope they've kind of fixed it a little. No, it's still pretty slow about it. Like, this is really weird because it's a 55 mile an hour. Ooh, a little too close to the left edge there. That wasn't really good, because there's a lot of road debris on there, and it picks all that up and hits the car with it. The reason it's not good for it to be slowing down so much is because someone could hit me. Like, someone could hit it while it's trying to merge. But you have to get into the merge lane. It's a long runway, I guess. So it's a long merge lane for you to merge off. There's no reason for you to be slowing down on the highway before merging off. Of course, not going to get us signaling onto the highway again, so that really needs to be looked at. Oh, look at this one actually signaled. See, I'm not sure what their decision making is on signaling and not signaling, but that really needs to be looked into. It was a little slower than version 11, on ramping up to the highway speed. I don't know if what the decision there was, but it seemed way slower than version 11 on ramping up to the highway speed for this specific location. Again, it's always different depending on which location you're at. One thing that I've noticed is that on the highway, it seems to, or in pretty much all scenarios currently, it seems to do its lane changes to follow a route a lot earlier than before. So I don't know what the decision was there, or is that a behavior that it saw a lot of the good drivers, quote unquote, do. And I caught it here because for some reason I think it still thinks there's some construction going on this road, and this was the lane that you had to stay in for those construction days. Moving very slow here actually. Speed limit, the max speed is set to 69. Everyone in front of us, as you can see, is gone, but for some reason it's very slow to the ramp up to the 69 that we have set. I don't know what its reasoning is for this. It'd be nice to know what its reasoning for why it hasn't reached the max speed is, but we are staying way below. Like, everyone's driving by us. This is not a normal behavior of a human. Oh, so an interesting thing I just noticed. I actually have it set to average, not assertive. So maybe that's what's causing it to drive this slow. Well, maybe we'll leave it in average for now, because it started to drive out that way. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or maybe go for assertive. I'm gonna go for assertive for the rest of the drive. I usually drive in assertive. I don't know why I set it in average. Maybe because of how it was acting previously. It actually signaled off the highway now, so I don't know if it heard me complain about it and has decided to signal on enough highways again. But we'll see. We'll keep track of that. But I've moved to assertive. It's driving at 31 miles an hour through this curve. This curve has notoriously been the most annoying part for me. There's just a lot of speed changes in between because it goes over the highway, for some reason picks up the highway speed for about 2 seconds, then switches back to this road speed, but this road doesn't have a speed limit, so it uses the official 29 miles per hour residential speed, which is terrible because everyone drives here about 55 miles, and on marked roads in Virginia, I guess it's 55 for specific. Like, this is more of a commercial road, not a residential lane, so 55 is the speed limit here, but for some reason it chooses to do 29 here, so I have to manually set the speed on this road, and it's still driving way below. So usually version 11 would instantly hit the speed limit I asked for. I'm gonna push it to see if it stays up there. So one behavior that I guess I don't like, I thought I'd like it, but it's kind of annoying a little bit, is that with version 11, when I asked for a specific speed and the road didn't show any kind of signs of not allowing you to drive that speed, version 11 would try to kick up to that speed as soon as it could. But with version 12, it seems to have a tiny mind of its own on speed control and kind of lives in its own world right now. Well, we'll see how long it takes. Maybe it'll get better, or maybe we'll get used to just allowing it to do that. But I had to push again, so that was technically another intervention there. That was not really out of its control. So I'll count that as 3 interventions.